Hi, I'm Michelle, and today I'm going to read you a story called When Mum Turned into a Monster by Joanna Harrison. Are we ready? We were having breakfast when the phone rang. "Hello," said Mum. "Hi." "Yes, yes. 4 o'clock. Lovely. No problem. Bye." "Ah!" she cried. "Your cousins are coming to tea. The house is a mess and with nothing to eat." "Oh no," said Sam. "Children, make your hair and comb your beds, and do it promptly." "Yes, Mum," we groaned. We knew what she meant. She just wasn't quite herself. Mum spent most of the morning cleaning the house. There was lots to do. Washing up the breakfast things, polishing, hoovering up the cat hairs, and cleaning the loo. We forgot all about making our beds, and we made a jungle camp instead. We had a great time, but I don't think Mum was very pleased. Then we all had to go to the supermarket. "Will you two stop fighting?" shouted Mum. Oh no, look, she's turning green. She's getting monster hands. When we got there, we wanted some crisps, but Mum kept saying no. So we told her she was horrible. Oh, she's getting really cross now. She's growing those monster ears. After a while, we got fed up, so we went off to do our own shopping. We were just beginning to enjoy ourselves when suddenly we crashed into some trolleys. I looked up to see a man standing over us. "And where is your mother?" he asked angrily. "Here," she growled. Oh, look, she's turning in 2 monster ears now. She looks very cross. Mum wouldn't let us have any sweets, so I started to cry. Sam told me to be quiet because everyone was looking at us. So I cried even more, and then Sam joined in. Now she's got a green tail. When we got home, Mum unpacked the shopping while we tried to make a cake. But we made such a mess that Mum told us to get out of her way. Look, she's going monster eyes now. So Sam and I made an adventure playground on the lawn. It was lots of fun going round and round on our bikes. "It's lovely and muddy," said Sam. When it started to rain, we came inside. Mum had laid tea out on the table and it looked so delicious that we thought we could help ourselves. It was only after we'd eaten 7 sandwiches, 4 ice buns, 10 biscuits and most of the chocolate off the cake that we realised Mum might not be too pleased, so we ran upstairs. "What a mess," said Sam, stuffing a half-eaten sandwich into his pocket. Then we heard footsteps, clomp, 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 coming up the stairs. We dived under the bedclothes. Sam looked at his watch and it was nearly 4 o'clock. Suddenly the door burst open. I have never seen Mum this cross before. She tried to shout, but all that came out was smoke and flames, and a terrible roar. "Oh no," whispered Sam. "She's gone completely bonkers." Oh dear, Mum looks really cross now, doesn't she? Turned into a monster. But Mum just slumped into a chair. "I used to be a nice person," she moaned. but all your mess and fighting and whinging and yelling has turned me into a monster. Poor Mum, we didn't know what to say, so we decided to tidy our room and make our beds. I gave Mum a cup of tea and we cleared away our coats and hoovered the floor. We put our bikes in the garage and made some more sandwiches. We were just brushing our hair when Mum came in. Oh, she's turning back into a normal mummy now. She just needs her hair doing, doesn't she? I'm sorry, she said. I've been such a monster. Oh, Mum, we cried. We're both sorry too. And we hugged each other tight. But then suddenly, the doorbell rang. Our cousins had arrived. As Mum went downstairs to open the door, we suddenly realised she still had her monstrous hair. Mum! Luckily, we warned her just in time and she combed it nice and straight again. Well, we made it. Auntie Jane seemed impressed. Darling, she said, everything looks wonderful. I do hope it wasn't too much trouble. Oh, it was nothing, mumbled Mum. At tea time, our cousins were awful. They were such monsters, they didn't even notice that their mum had grown a long green tail. The end. Well, that was a funny story, wasn't it? All about Mum turning into a monster when she was getting cross. Hope you enjoyed it and see you soon. Bye bye.